boing, 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 boing. Oh, okay. Now it's my turn. You run and get it. Let's see if I can kick it over the fence.
Okay, of course you can. You can probably kick it over the neighbor's fence.
I don't know. Watch out, Cal. You guys get back. This might go haywire here. Ready?
Yeah.
Ah!
Oh. That was awesome.
Reed and Callie, you guys want to come help me? We're gonna make side sheds on the chicken coop for the goats.
Oh.
Well, you know, I need one favor from you. 2 favors. You go get a hoodie on or a sweatshirt. Number 2, by the gate that goes into the chickens is my tape measure. Can you go get that for me?
Uh-huh.
Thank you. I've told Cedar a half dozen times that Callie has got to be the spitting image of how she was when she was her age. Cedar was about 15 years old the first time I met her, and although we didn't start dating for a while, we became close friends. Even at 15, she was quite innocent, maybe a little naive, didn't have a mean bone in her body. Callie is very similar in this way. Do you want to ride in the back, or do you want to drive? Okay. Turn the truck on.
Yeah.
It's hard. Okay, we're good?
Okay.
Okay. Which part are you in control of?
I don't know.
This part, steering wheel. It's the same as a four-wheeler, right? Same as a four-wheeler. I'll control the brakes and the gas.
Okay.
Okay? Since we're going down the hill,
Are you still going to help me?
Yeah, a little bit. Just keep it in the middle of the road. Go a little bit to the right. There you go. Turn it. This is normally where you keep it, about right there.
Okay.
Okay? Okay. You're going to go over here. Turn a little bit to the right. Then we're going to go down. Okay, now go back to the left so we don't hit the tractor. Hardly. Keep turning, keep turning, keep turning. This is the road.
I'm scared.
Okay, back to the right a little bit. Back to the right. I'm not going to let anything bad happen. Okay, you stay on the road. Back to the left. Back to the left. You're all right. You're fine. Okay.
This is scary.
I know. Now come back a little bit. Now we're just going to follow the road.
Okay.
Stay over here a little bit. You're doing a fine job, honey. Hang on back here. Okay, I'm going to help you get down this hill because it's pretty steep. Turn key off. You want to honk or something?
How?
All right, let's get to work.
Okay. I said cuckoo Ralph.
I like Ralph. I think you should call the rooster Ralph. My grandpa had a brother named Ralph. Hey, get the gate. Open the gate. She's a natural pleaser. She's a hard worker. All that I have to do is ask her if she wants to work with me, and she sticks right by my side. While I may have helped Cedar find the one mean bone in her body that she has, Reed is most definitely helping Callie in this same way. Callie cares about everything around her, both people and animals. She worries about her kitties. She worries about the goats. She worries about the chickens.
It was Maple and now it's Coco.
There's part of me that worries about what this crazy world has in store for her. But I'll do my best as her father to guide and protect her
from some of the not so pleasant parts of the world around us. In the meantime, we need to make a suitable shelter for the chickens and the goats, and even the kitties for that matter, if they choose to hang out here. Last year, in the front yard right here, we had over 4 feet of snow.
So this side, I think I'm going to do the same thing. I think I'm only going to have an opening right here. That way, and that way the goats actually have some shelter from the wind and the snow when it comes. Okay, that one. Start carefully. Don't break. The barnwood's what I don't want to use. So we use this stuff.
We've got 2 pregnant goats, and while they're not due until about March, we've got to give them a safe place to get out of both the wind and the snow. It's odd to think that some of these things we are doing are not limited by rental contracts or limited by the idea that we may sell the place. It's odd to think that these things are as permanent as we can build them. Now, every time I find a board left over from a project or have something that I just don't want to burn, I throw it on this wood pile here within the foundation. It has become a bit of a catch-all, and I've got to do something with a lot of this wood before we can pour the concrete. Rhett's at that age where he's trying to figure out just where he stands.
Or
sneak attack.
Okay. I don't want to fall down on a screw and have a screw go up my butt.
That means I win.
Now, apparently he forgot that I can do this with a soccer ball.
Ah!
He's heard myself and my brothers talk about all the scuffles we've had over the years, and I think he wonders where he fits in the mix. And while Rhett's trying to figure out where he stands, every once in a while I have to show him that I'm not completely worn out just yet. Now, as a kid, I can remember that after having family prayers almost every evening, one of my brothers and I would challenge my dad to some sort of a wrestling match, and it almost never ended well. Now, Rhett is a lot like me in the sense that he finds joy working with his hands.
What's the correct year to be looking for? For a bug?
Yeah.
Anything pre-1966. Everything else is...
I knew that all that I needed to do was ask, and he would be ready to help me.
No. Looks like he's never changed owners.
He's an incredibly hard worker, and I can see he has some of the same tendencies that I do. Now, over the last few years that we've been building the house, he's had opportunities to use tools that I never used until I was much older. So far, he's got all of his fingers, and we haven't had any close calls. I try to look over his shoulder, but at the same time let him learn. And he has the natural common sense to also work with a lot of these tools and do it safely. He's taking shop and automotive and loves them both. Now, after selling his gray truck and his 2 dirt bikes, he's got money burning a hole in his pocket. He's been looking at a few different trucks, and I've also been looking for just the right truck for him. Hopefully over winter we can find something that will be suitable for him. For the few days that we were working alongside of each other, he would tease me, I would tease him. And I finally reached a point where I decided we needed to get on the trampoline and settle things the old-fashioned way. By the way, pay attention to the clothes he's wearing.
Let's go on the trampoline.
Make sure the camera. I don't think you can see it right there.
I took him down to the local one-stop shop, farm and ranch supply store, and he picked out an outfit that I'm very familiar with.
Have you already taken any boots off?
Round 2.
He told me that if I got him some boots, he'd wear them.
Hands out. 1, 2, 3, 4.
We're making progress.
All right.
Sorry.
I'm done.
The chicken coop turned out perfectly. I need to do something to keep the goats from getting to the hay. But other than that, we're ready for the snow. Cheyenne, my senior in high school, has been after me for about a week to come have lunch with her. The beauty of the small town life is that she would often see me at the auto parts store or at the hardware store while she was at lunch, and she would shoot me a text and she'd say, "Dad, come eat lunch with us." And I would always say, "I'm too busy, I've got too much to do, I'm in the middle of a project." And after about a week of doing this, I told Cedar this morning that I am gonna stop everything that I'm doing and go be a good father by my beautiful daughter, possibly son. We're trying to get Rhett to come, but he's playing hard to get. Go buy them some carne asada tacos.
Those are all for me, right?
Mouth's on fire.
A little bit too hot. Cheyenne ate 4, Rhett ate 5, and I ate 5 carne asada tacos.
No, one of you had to have 6. No, 5.
Do the math.
What? How many did you buy?
I got 14.
Oh, yeah, that works.
You sure?
I was thinking 50.
Everybody's belly full? We good to go? Okay, you guys get to go back to school. I get to go take a nap. Did we exceed our limit of carne asada tacos?
Yeah.
Cheyenne's not moving so good. You good, Rat? Thanks, bro.